Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10,
Hi, Red Baby
9,
G. Hello. Hi, Queen. It is 10:45 p.m. in West Coast.
5,
Welcome in. 7:47 or 7:47 p.m. on the
3,
West Coast.
2,
Welcome in. I'm Coach Kimmy. You are
1,
welcome in this space.
go.
And I have my girl Amy in the building. As you know, she always coming in the building with the readings. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome. Hi, Grandma Rat. How are you? How are you doing? Rod Kidaja over the 19. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We will welcome in. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Good evening, Cynthia. We will not be long. It's a Friday night, so y'all know on Friday nights I try to wait for my nieces. But you know what she did? Look, I went upstairs to hear her, y'all. I had texted my sister. She doesn't know this. But I had texted my sister, hi, D. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Let's make sure we're up and popping on YouTube. All right, we're up and popping. Guys, before I forget, let me not forget, because I do be forgetting. Let me not forget, but please let me remember that right now many of you have asked about those bands. The athleisure wear bands are marked down for you right now. All you have to do is head over to our site and grab those. Okay, so don't forget to grab your bands. I marked them down. Thank you so much to Queen, who already grabbed her on sale items for our our pre-Easter sale. Thank you, Queen, for repping, for loving us, for supporting the brand, the movement, everything we're doing at I.R.I.S.E. This is a limited edition. You cannot get this. So please don't overwhelm me in my chat for this. I love football. This is not something we sell. This is something I love. So this is Coach's sweatshirt. Good evening, Veronica. How are you, Queen? Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. I love you, boo. Welcome in, Beauty's description. How are you? Okay. Y'all know what we about to do. It's 120 days we've made it. I have kidnapped my niece from upstairs because I know many of you have gotten used to the babies giving y'all their feedback about, oh, thank you so much, Queen, their feedback about the books. And so I thought, you know what? Because this is something, if you've been here a while, you know that this is what we've been doing. This 100 and these 365 days of Fear Not was something that God put on my heart. It was a revelation that was given to me around fear. And because I was crying out to God, I was begging, I was pleading, God, give me a sign that this is my purpose. Give me a sign that what I'm doing. Hi, Apostle Walker. How are you? Thank you so much, Cynthia. Hey, Michelle. Hey, is it Radine? Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, Jess, is it Jess? And I was like, God, you gotta give me a sign, because like the work that I'm doing, there's not many people doing the work that I'm doing from the aspects that I do it from. So it's challenging because when I go to speak to many people, there's literally not the literature to back up these things that I'm trying to explain. And so I'm having to literally convince people to do this same kind of in-depth dive into this part of obesity, weight loss, and wellness that's so underserved, that's so under acknowledged. This is a freaking disease. And I will not rest until the American Medical Society, the American Medical Board, and the FDA acknowledges obesity as a real, live medical and mental health disease so people can get the real treatment we need and deserve. People should not be dying from treatments that you tell them that's going to save their life. There's no reason why a woman should go get a gastric bypass and then end up half dead because y'all didn't educate them enough about the importance of the You know what? That's not tonight. Let me stop. It's because one of the girls that I follow, I loved her so much. She was so inspirational for the bariatric community. I have many women who still have their bariatric procedure. I honored this woman, and I was reminded today that she passed away because she got so excited about her weight loss results. So she stopped doing what she knew that she was supposed to be doing. She stopped doing it, and it cost her life, y'all. And I don't know. I mean, we got to do our homework too. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. It's yes, it's your answer, but it's just a tool. It's not the answer. It's a tool to the answer. It's not the answer. It's a tool to the answer. It is a tool. Say it with me. It is a tool. It is not my solution. It is my tool so that I can remember that I have to put in some work so that I don't end up on the opposite side. Hey. If my story doesn't teach you anything else, I hope that it teaches you that food addictions are real, that you can die from them, that you can eat yourself to death. And as a result of bad eating habits, you can have a multitude of medical conditions that are being driven by the way you eat. And if I had not have stopped putting things in my mouth that were killing me, I would be dead. I was given 30 days to live. It is a tool. Thank you, Queen. It is a tool. They gave me 30 days to live because I would not stop eating, because the overload of trans fats and the toxicities coming from all the processed foods of over 100,000 calories a day was literally causing my heart rate to be my heart racing. Because I was trying to process all that high fat foods. My heart was always racing. So I was always on my way to a heart attack or from a heart attack. I literally had 3 TIAs. Like, these things are serious. But my addiction to eating was even more serious because I couldn't stop the chewing. Even though I knew all of these things were being made worse by my eating habits. It's not that I didn't have conditions, it's that I was worsening these conditions by the things I was doing to my body. It's not that you don't have those diseases, it's that the way we are treating our body and living with our lifestyles are neglectful and unhealthy, and we wonder why we can't do it. It's because didn't nobody ever give us the knowledge to do it right. Did you know being healthy is more than going to the gym and cutting calories? Did you know you can lose 200, 300, 400, 500 pounds and be severely malnourished if you don't do it right? Did you know that you can obtain your ideal size and become extremely ill from malnourishment, from lack of vitamins and vitamin deficiency, and that can kill you? Okay. All right, I ain't gonna do too much. I don't want to call. I can't fight. I just be saying that, y'all. I know ain't nobody feeling like that. I just be being silly. Hi, Tan. How are you? I just want you to know it's a tool. And if you're struggling, if you're struggling with your tool, if you're having some symptoms that you don't understand, talk to somebody. Ask for help. Nobody is going to blame you. Nobody's going to shame you. And if they are, don't go to them. If they are, then don't seek that person. Do you understand what I just said? It is okay. Whatever your choice has been, it's fine. But if you need support, don't you go nowhere hiding yourself nowhere and be depressed. If you on your injections or on your surgery post and pre-op and you find yourself sad, the scale ain't moving, you're not sure what to eat, don't you go hide up no bed in no darkness and get sad. I do not declare and decree that for you. I declare and decree that not only will your wisdom from God kick in, but you'll be given an impression in your heart of what you need to do for your individual journey. What works for everybody else may not work for you. That's why you have to be open-minded enough to be willing to try what might work for you. Somebody else might be able to get the surgery, not need no counseling, no therapy. They don't got to go to the gym. They don't got to change how they eat or nothing. They can have great success. But for you, beautiful, for you, handsome, you may require the therapy. You may require the journaling. You may require the meditation. You may require everything and all of it. That doesn't make you worse off. That makes you better because you're getting all the tools you need to succeed. Okay? So don't ignore your body. Do not ignore your body if it's talking to you. Listen, and they'll respond. It's supposed to be for us. This temple is supposed to be for us. This temple is supposed to be for us. This temple is not supposed to be against us. Our bodies are not supposed to ache and be swollen and in pain and make us hate being inside of them. They were meant to be tombs of love and hope and excitement and strength and balance and endurance and stamina. They were not meant for us I can't wait to get out of this body. That's how I used to feel. I felt like I was in my own prison when I was that big. Like I couldn't do nothing without people looking at me because of my size. I couldn't say anything because I was too big to have an opinion. I've been there. I've been there to know what it's like if they're having an event and everybody's dressing alike. You got to wonder if they're going to make a t-shirt in your size, if they're going to make a pants in yours. I've been there. And it's hard. You ready, sexy? Or cutie pie? You're too young to be sexy. Excuse my language. Did I tell you sit down on your little booty?
There's a little kid at the
I was gonna say, is that pain? Is it the pain from? It's not the thing from early, happened earlier from your neck when you do like that. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to my niece. I called her sexy because that's what I call my sister sometimes. But she's 11. She's not sexy. She's 11. So Right,
Today,
anyways. Well, you know I'm crazy,
with
so.
my hair.
Yeah, put the hat on. Listen, so what I was trying to tell y'all before I got into all that, my niece, listen, just really quick, y'all. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you, Sign so much for being here while I gabble on and on and on and inspire you and try to inspire you and gabble on. Look, so y'all know my niece reads with us every weekend because they're home. So this one standing next to me, y'all know Amy. Hold on, y'all. Let her get herself together. So Amy always read. My stuff is right there. That's fine. So, but look, my niece Amy always reads with us. You guys, you remember she's 11. The one's always with me. I'm always here with her. She comes in for a few minutes. She does her thing, then she goes on. Right. So I text mommy at 8:45 because it's a weekend. So I thought, you know what? Let me just check with mommy so they don't make her go study or nothing. I'm asking she go live with me. Cece, hi baby. So I say, hey TR. So I say, let me get the TikTok is going crazy. Is TikTok is going crazy?
TikTok was gonna get banned tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because I saw the thing. Okay, it's possible. Queen, look, hey Solo. So I go upstairs and I text my sister and I say, hey, can Amy go live at 8:45? She said, what about her? Now you have to know my family. We kind of, when it comes to looking appropriate, we might be on the vanity side. I ain't gonna even flex because we all be checking each other when we go out the house. Is your face oiled up? You got on deodorant, lotion? Yeah, it's going crazy for you. I'm sorry, mamas. Okay, so I'm asking myself, I'm like, sis, can and baby girl go live with me? She says, yeah, go ask her. But her hair. So I'm like, okay, let me go see my niece's hair. So she come downstairs. She's got half of the braids out and half up in this doodle ball, right? So I look at her and I'm like, yeah, sis, you ain't gonna make it live. But I told her it's all good. You a baby girl. Come on and do your thing. The girls love to hear you read, love to hear your input. So bring it on. She right here, y'all. Come on, baby. You want Auntie scoot over? You want Auntie scoot over?
Or we can switch.
Or you can sit with. You know that you can sit with me. Did you know that? I'm not a thickin. I'm a thickin, but I'm not thick like that. Look, watch this.
Yeah, but you should try to share.
Come on, it's gonna work. Let's see. Okay, let's see. see, look at this. Amy, all my life I never fit in a chair with nobody. And even though we're squeezed in this chair, I'm in this chair with you. Wow. Wow. Okay, stand up. You can just sit on my leg. Yeah.
Oh, so comfortable.
Let's go sit there. Okay.
Hey guys.
I'm glad you didn't weigh that much. You're not as heavy as I thought you would be. Amy, you light. Here, you gotta move, Auntie.
So the only reason I'm taking out my hair is because my birthday's in
when's your birthday?
April 9th, so like in 5 days.
Okay, what's your birthday wish? Are you supposed to tell people birthday wishes?
I don't think so.
Okay, well you don't have to.
And I don't really have one.
Okay, fine though. Hi Tati. Hi Miss Renee. Say hi to Miss Renee. And look who that is. I.R.I.S.E.
That's the one who made the
That's
thing.
the one that made the. Oh, you got good memory, Amy. Yep, that's the one that made these. The book you write in every day.
Hi Angela.
Look, TR. She came upstairs looking for her book. I was at the table one day. She was like, "Mommy, where's my book?" And Mommy was like, "What book?" So my sister picked up a different book. She said, "No, the one that's." What did you say to her? What did you say it was like the one that's
the red one that Miss Cancer.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, Miss Renee said, "Hi, pretty."
Hi.
Stop chewing your fingers. Okay, you ready?
Well, he didn't.
I know, good. You're gonna let your nails grow out, and hopefully, I'm gonna be able to talk mommy into getting you a little tip since you'll be turning 12. But she's not gonna do it if you. Yeah, I can see it, but if I'm not gonna be able to commit. Oh, you can probably have those pants. Y'all, look at this girl wearing my pants. Oh, it's because they're wool on the inside. You have textile things. It means they're so
They're also whole.
Yeah, because they're old. I've had them forever. Mommy told me to order a new batch of stock, and I told her I'm not packing all that to because I'd have to ship it all back to Arizona. I'm not ordering that stuff here. Sorry, you guys. We're having a whole conversation. My niece has on a pair of my the I.R.I.S.E leggings, a sample set, and she's saying, "Sister, I think they have a whole." And I said, "Yeah, because those are mine. It's my sample, not yours."
I think these are the ones I picked mommy on, but I know she won't get those.
Excuse.
This is the one I told mommy I wanted, but I didn't mean it.
You want Auntie Kenya to get those and wear them for you? Because that's the only way you're going to get to see them on anybody's hands.
No, I was paying. I didn't want these ones.
Okay, but you can send them to Auntie Kenya, though.
No, those ones are not good enough for you.
This is Auntie Kenya pretty. I can wear those to the party. Even these.
What party?
Let's to the party.
There's a party?
Mm-hmm.
No, I
think so.
What about these ones?
These are pretty, but you can't get those at 12. They're too long still. They need to be shorter.
Yeah, but like this design.
That you can.
I don't really care how long.
You can get a flower on one finger, yeah, but the rest of that's too grown.
I'll try.
Yeah, I know. Cause see, you tried to show me, but I'm willing to talk to mommy about the short ones, but not that much work. No, because remember I'm the auntie that gets all that in real life. I know how much that nails cost, and it's not what you think. Let me show you the picture. I'm gonna tell you how much. Those little flowers, they're $25 a piece. You have 4 on each hand. 2 on this hand, 2 on the other hand. Remember, it's 2 hands. You see those stones right there? That's $10. So before you even get the acrylic, we are already at 100 designs. Don't you know that I paid $200 and $300 to get my nails done, girl? Why you think me and mommy be arguing? Well, mommy be wanting to get my nails done. That's why she says to me, remember what she said? Keep it under. That's why she tells me that. Well, mommy wants to give me nails.
Keep it under blank.
Yeah, because Auntie Kenya's nails, remember Kay? Auntie Kenya's nails. Yeah, Kay flies out. So Auntie Kenya's nails is insane. Okay, show them those. They can't see them. Back it up. Back it up a little bit so they can see. So then she likes those. So what we can do,
I just like those
is
type
we'll
of
take
nails.
you want the little designs on them, huh? So maybe if you screenshot a few of the designs, then we can focus on the designs because the length and the look is a little grown. It's a little older. Okay.
Let me see the ones I got for my birthday that were crooked looking last year.
No, because this year your nails are grown, so they won't be crooked. It's just you can't get those fancy ones like that. Like, I'm not going to look at your hands and your hands look like my hands. We're not doing that. Okay?
Okay.
Y'all raise y'all kids how y'all raise y'all kids and y'all families, and we going to raise ours how we raise ours over here. She cannot get there. Rules about some things, even as the auntie. Even though I let them kind of do their own thing, I still got rules. Okay?
No, you should always shake your butt.
I know. You should just even some of the conversations I gotta have with them be cracking me up since she was a baby. Ain't that you?
That's issue.
It sure is. Look at her, and she still look like that, acting like that too. She still acts like that. My other niece. Okay, you ready, baby? Come on.
Oh, look, this is what me and my friend. This is what me and I'm.
Come on. The people are waiting for us, so I think you should. 11:02, hi, baby.
Guys,
the people
you know
are
how like
waiting
there's military.
for us.
You guys know how there's military time. So, me and my friend, we had school the next day, but on my birthday we stayed up all night. And I was born in 2013 on a Tuesday. So we captured this, and I told her to tell me the time, and we captured this. And Tuesday, April 9th, 2013. And that's my exact birthday.
Here you go, honey. If you're going to rock the beach hat in the winter. All righty. Oh, that's what's up. Are we ready? Okay. Are you ready to do today's reading? What day is it? What day is it?
Well, 200.
No, it's not.
120.
All right, bet. What we reading about?
It is written.
All right.
For they are all will fear.
Dang, why you gotta say it like it's your life? Well, fear. Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you for reminding me.
For they all were trying to make us afraid, saying, their hands will be weakened in the work and it will not be done. Nehemiah, I'm going to guess that's what that chapter is.
Nehemiah, you're right.
Nehemiah 6:9.
Okay.
The principle is, fear weakens your hands from accomplishing success. Cry out for strength. Prayer.
Ooh, read that one again.
Fear weakens your hands from accomplishing success. Cry out for strength.
Ooh, you guys, that one's a strong one. Okay.
Prayer. Now, therefore, O God, strengthen my hands in Jesus' name. Prayer 2. My hands shall not be weakened or unable to achieve success in Jesus' name.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
So, this is still about fear, obviously. But I do
I'm starting to think I'm rubbing off on you. I'm going to have to pull back on myself a little bit.
I do think that this is more about like how weak your hands can get. Like if you're not like strong enough. And I guess I'm not sure if I don't think they mean like physically like your hands are too weak to hold like a water bottle or something. I think that your hands, like they're trying to say that if your hands are too weak to like push through all the the
it
trials,
means like your strength.
Yeah, like your strength in your hands, like because your hands can like push away the trials metaphorically, I guess, and like push away all the trials and like depression and stuff. So like you won't have depression if you use your strength and not be fear and push through. My new quote: push through, don't fear.
Period. Listen, I ain't got nothing to say. I let them read because they're young women and I want them to understand in affirmations and daily motivational readings. And so I have them read with me when they can, when they're not in school. Sometimes they have school. Yes, so true. Listen, yes, so true, Amy. You're on point. And I like to let them do that because I want to hear what they are perceiving as they watch my journey. Remember, they're watching my journey too as I work with women. They see me in sessions. They see me working out. They see me creating products, doing research. They see me doing this stuff. So they're watching their auntie literally dive into this industry to help this massive amount of people that need it. And they watch it. And when I hear their input, like the other day, she was talking to you guys. I let them do the live. We did get kicked off for 10 minutes because I let them be in the live without me for 10 minutes. And you can't do that. But so that's why she has to go in, come in, then go out, and then come in. That's why we do that. Not because she can't be here, but because she can't stay. Because my live is 18 and over. Okay, I like those. Okay, those you can get those.
I don't. They're really ugly.
Yeah, but not the look, the size, the shape.
Yeah,
the
and
shape.
then the design.
But those white designs, yeah, you can get that perfectly. Don't do that because I still got to convince your mama now. So I think it's been beautiful because someday they see me struggle. They see me be tired. Be like, I don't know why I'm tired, but they see me get back up. And so what happened a while back is my niece, this one, got a TikTok. Somehow she became my friend. Now, if you've ever paid attention, my TikTok is what? 18 and
younger.
Which means if you're that age, you can't be on my TikTok unless you got a
18 and older account. Actually, I'm not the eligible age to even have TikTok, but it's okay.
Okay. We talking without talking. Y'all talking to me? I'm talking to y'all. Are we talking together? Tap the like button if we talking together. Verna, hi baby. Hi Teresa, good to see you. Are we talking together? We on the same page? So what happened was I thought, you know what? She's already on there. What I'm not going to let it do is pump nothing but negativity in her. I have to figure out a way to flip it. So what I started doing was I start having them come in my lives with me so they can meet other people on the app that are positive. You understand me? So the thing is, there's a TikTok kid for the TikTok, whatever it is for kids. There is. I get it. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Yes, we monitor it. It's private. Can't nobody see it but our friends. I get all of that. But I know that because I'm her friend, my page is positive. So what happens is when you friends with somebody, your page influences their page. So I'm grateful to say that by her, we learned today that her being on my page and me being on her page is influencing the ads. So she was asking about some of her ads, and I was like, yeah. So I was just explaining to her. Anyway, make a long story short, I know her butt ain't supposed to be on her. But if anything, I might as well make it positive experience for her if that's it's going to be. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I try to follow the in and out rule. I let her read, I let them give their opinion. And also because they're young girls and they're dealing with body imagery, they're dealing with bullying, they're dealing with she's dark skinned, so she has to deal with things like that. So it's important that she understands she's loved right now. She doesn't need anybody outside of herself to validate her. She doesn't need to be in a certain friend group or a certain clique or nothing. And they can't learn that if we don't teach that to them at home. They have to know at home that they are all that in a bag of chips before they hit the streets. They have to know that can't nobody stop them, that God is for them, and if God is for them, nobody can be against them. They have to already know that when they leave home. You can't expect them to go out there and get that. So you have to be willing to, when she comes home and says, well, my friend says I sang loud. I said, she's jealous because you can sing the best. You've been taking music lessons from one of the top people that can train the people that sang on Broadway for years. You didn't just wake up and start singing. You've been singing since you were 2 by a piano. You've been having recitals. So you don't let nobody tell you what you're not good at when you know you're good at it. When you know you're good at it. She went to a concert, and at the concert was a talent agent. The talent agent pulled my niece out of the audience and had my niece sing for her. Offered her immediately a ticket trip to New York, and my mom got sick. All is talented. Ty, she's super talented. She's supposed to go to something in New York a while ago, but grandma got sick. So grandma's better now. Thank God. We thank God. We thank God. We thank God. But the moral to the story is, if we don't take the time to show them something different, and they only see the negative stuff on social media, they only see the negative posts, they only see the bad things. What, baby?
Can I tell mine what I know?
Sure, you are more than willing to do that. Come on. Oh, yeah. So if we don't, yeah, put that hat on though, because that hurts. That might get us blocked along with the way that that looks.
Okay, so you know she's talking about like the agency thing. So we walk into like the concert recital thingy area where we're gonna perform and we're practicing, and Mr. Jerry is like, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. I'm scared. So then he's like, can't be scared. Gotta sing for some lady. Right? So then this girl goes in front of me, and then this guy goes in front of me, and then I'm last. And like, I'm just singing, man. I'm just like vibing, you know. And then like the lady starts crying. I'm like, oh. And then, well, look, I don't do that. I keep on singing. But then at the end, everybody's saying, yeah. So, yeah.
She's very talented.
That's it.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, I'm going to read my part. Sound good?
Okay. Thanks for coffee on.
Don't come for my book, y'all. Now look at the book, y'all. I know. So I'm gonna have to order a new one. I know this page is missing. No, and Queen said, "Wonderful, keep pushing." Yeah, I'm working on her. She gets nervous, so just trying to get her to where, like I keep trying to. I tell them all the time. I say, you know, Auntie is a motivational speaker, and when it's time for me to go on stage, I don't have a choice. It's time. The people have paid me, they've secured a deposit, so I have to work. Hi, Ardina. So we have to walk out there and do it. So I'm trying to encourage them to say, when you go out there, you just let yourself be. Act like there's no one there but you and do what you want to do. And at the end of the day, God will reward you for being obedient. Okay, April 4th. Here we go. Wait for timely actions. Watch the surfer as he works his way out to sea. See him watching the waves, waiting for the right movement, the right timing, the right swell. Sometimes the wave comes quickly. Sometimes he has to tread water patiently for a long time, waiting and watching before he can ride the wave. Learn to ride the waves of energy in your life. Learn to wait for the right time to take action. Learn to take action. Learn to wait until your senses, your emotions, your body, and the universe give you the signal you need. Yes, you have a list of things you want to do. But as soon as you have made that list, visualize what you want. You've already begun a powerful force. You've already begun to engage the universe in helping you bring you what you want. There are moments that are more perfect than others to initiate action, to make the phone call, to finish that task. Untimely action will not get the job done. any sooner. It will simply waste your energy and send you back to sea, waiting for the right wave. Focus on your goal, muster all your forces, and head out to sea. Then wait patiently for the right time, for the right energy, for the right wave. It doesn't look that bad, Amy. The right wave will come. When it does, grab your board, jump on, and ride it for all it's worth. Wait for timely action. For me, that immediately speaks to me where it says, learn to ride the waves of energy in your life, learn to wait for the right time to take action, learn to wait until your senses, your emotions, your body, and the universe give you the signal you need. Yes, you have a list of things you want to do, but as soon as you have made that list, visualize what you want. You've already begun a powerful force. Wow, I am doing fine. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Miss Bailey, 365. Hi, Ardina. Hello. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in. Because so many, okay, so I like to speak firsthand because I always say this. So I'm in recovery for food addiction. I've been sober for about 8 years from food addiction, 4 years from alcohol. And one of the things I've discovered is the biggest thing is action. The biggest struggle is sitting in the discomfort of what's not right while waiting to figure out what right move to make, right? The discomfort of sitting in the uncomfortableness makes us get so anxious that we sprout out and try to move, to act, to respond. And what happens as a result is a lot of times we over respond to things, we overreact to things because we didn't patiently wait, assess, and then pursue. And so when something reminds me, when I get a reading or something that reminds me, you know what, slow down and take a moment. Think about your actions. Think about your reactions. It means for me that to remember that to slow down. You know what? Down. Then the second thing it tells me is, what are you over responding to? Are you already anxious? And then anything that comes up, it's going to make you super sensitive. Like, how many can relate to that? How many people can relate to that feeling? That feeling where like you're so anxious already. Hi, Marilyn. That if something were to happen because you're already anxious, you might snap out about that too. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, have you ever had to say to yourself, you know what, I really ain't, you know what, me too, queen, look, you have to say, you know what, I ain't in the right frame of mind to deal with this. Let me not do that. Let me not. Like, here's my thing. And when I'm in certain states, I don't talk, I don't text, and I don't operate. I call it going dark. And what this means is not a form of depression. It's because I know the mood that my mind is in, it's in snapback mode. And I don't want anybody to get it that ain't did nothing to get it. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody done nothing to me. So if I'm working through something, I need to sit my butt down because I'm on something. You see what I'm saying? And I recognize that about me. So what I do is, instead of waiting for somebody to have an issue and then me going overboard over that little issue that had nothing to do with nothing, I go take my butt somewhere and sit down. You understand? I discipline myself. I say, listen, you sensitive, you got feelings on your shoulders, it ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. Go sit down somewhere until you figure out how you're going to deal with those before you get up, end up saying something, doing something, or acting in a way you wouldn't normally act because you already irritated, frustrated, or elevated about something that don't nobody know about. When I go ahead and put myself in space, I can come out and say, and then I'm good. Because I didn't respond crazy. I didn't say nothing crazy. I didn't react to what I was feeling. I had an emotion and I did not respond to it outside of my original response. I responded, I let it go. I didn't carry it on. I knew I was anxious, so I set my butt down somewhere so I can control my own anxiousness. Why? Because I learned that I have the ability to control my own anxiousness. I've learned that I don't have to spaz out to someone else. I've learned that I can sit down, put my meditation music on, and I can talk to my higher power. And before I know it, that anxiousness that I once had over that problem is then resolved. Good evening, Dr. Derek. Good evening, Sexy T. It's then resolved. And once I can resolve something within myself, I can then begin to answer questions of how I can move better, think better, respond better. See, when I'm trying to discover things, it's not about you that I'm dealing with. It's about me, Kenya, because I want me to be better. I'm not so much as concerned about the person I'm dealing with in the moment as much as how can I be a better presentation of me. See, nobody else can get me upstairs with me. So I'm not really concerned about how you move and respond to the situation. I'm more concerned about how I've responded. And if I can close my eyes at night and lay well, and if rapture was coming, if I'm good, you see what I'm saying? So I'm learning today that I can respond differently. I don't have to say nothing smart. I don't have to, cause see, I have this thing I can do. I don't gotta do all that. I can just be like, cool, it is well. It is well. It is well. And when I hit you with the okay, that means y'all are okay. That means you over there. I did. Because that means the emotion that you want me to have attached to it is not there. So it doesn't matter how you say it, when you say it, or where you say it. I'm not connected to it no more. Because I've already done my work internally and realized that it's nothing. It's not something I need to respond to because it's not worth the extra effort or work that it's going to require for me to respond. Hi, Joanne Smith. How are you? One thing I've learned about my life in order for me to not emotionally overeat is I have to watch how I respond to situations, issues, and problems because my primary issue is eating because of the way I think. Follow me here. My primary issue is eating. And if I'm not careful, I'll be eating for the way that I think. Emotional eating. It'll sneak up on you. I just watched somebody today on the Ticket to the Talk, and a young lady said she was crashing food. She probably ate about 5,000 calories in sitting, and she says, I don't think the Manjaro's working. Baby, Manjaro doesn't stop food addictions. Food compulsions, obsessive compulsive overeating, craving, binging, or purging. It doesn't stop that. It actually works with your pancreas and your hormone level down there. Emotional eating and hormonal balance are not the same thing. When a person has taken their food craving beyond the normal switch, it is no longer your hormone, sweetie. Your mental health has connected to it. You need a different type of help. Yeah, you need both. You need that doctor and the other one, the one they for that part. You you need both because it only controls it a little bit. When you have a raging issue, it only can control it so much, right? Because you can't replace your actual emotional well-being. The injection doesn't have an SSRI in it, excuse me. It doesn't have that in it. Okay. So the work that you need to be doing with your mindset comes from you. Remember, it's a tool. So it's going to do its first part. And then you have to do the next part. Meaning when the craving cuts on, we don't go order DoorDash. This, because if we're taking it's kind of counter, because then you can't say then it doesn't work if you not, if you, if you still, if you still, if you still, y'all finish the statements for me. So if you still, how can you be mad if the didn't work because you still, you have to change so it can let. It's millions of people on the app that done got it right. Haven't y'all seen them? I can name Kimmy Cakes, Backyardigan. These are people who've done it right, who do mindset coaching like me, actual degrees like me. I follow them, they follow me. Check it out. You can go up to my thing and check. These women will tell you their personal experience. Y'all know I didn't personally do the injection, but I have women on my team that have, and they'll tell you that you got to do the second part of the work, babies. That's point one. Go on and get part two and watch. Guess what? You're going to break that plateau. You get part two on deck, the plateau going to break. All it's going to break. I'm telling you, get part two on board and plateau be gone. Waistline be right. Mindset be wrong. I'm telling you, it will switch up for you when you bring in part two, okay? And part two is the mindset. Part two are the affirmations, right? Because what's happened, if you are requiring some form of medical intervention, it's usually because you're someone who has struggled with some form of weight issue for some time, and it's not new to you, it's true to you, right? And if that's what we need to do, that's fine. But we want to make sure we understand If we struggle for that long, then we need to be aware that we need to do some emotional work, right? Coach, why? Why? It's just my PCOS. It's just my endometriosis, baby. That's all dealing with your hormones, hunties. Hunties. That's how we so easily begin to emotionally eat, because we can get really sad, and society has taught us to feed sadness, right? How many times have you been around somebody and somebody passed away and there's food to eat in that house for months? Months and months and months of food is brought over in 3 days. Food. But ain't nobody dropping no envelopes to pay for the debt that's left behind for the person dead, but they'll feed you to death. But they won't help you be able to survive after the funeral. Isn't that strange? I know people that will go out and spend $400 and $500 to make food for a funeral, when the person that they making food for the funeral for, you could have gave that money to them and help them not have to spend their rent money and their electricity money and all of that to pay for the funeral arrangement. I said it. I said it. Because people grieving don't eat like that. When you're grieving, if you put a bunch of food around people, guess what they're going to sit and do? Eat it. Real people grieving actually starve. They restrict. They don't start eating emotionally till after all the people are gone. That's what makes them start eating, because when the people leave, that's all that's left in their house. Y'all don't. Okay, you know what? See, you guys, all y'all sleeping on me thinking I'm not behavior. So let me help you understand this behavior about grief, because I've been talking to y'all about grief because I'm working with patients in grief right now. But let me tell you how funny grief is. Grief is so funny. Grief wants you to stay sad, right? So look, people, this. So when everybody's around you doing the first pass in the way, you good, you ain't eating. You actually having to be forced to eat, right? They have to, because the sadness is overwhelming you. So what it does is, because sadness and emotion, the center for hunger is that same space in the brain. So the sadness is overriding your hunger centers. Okay, your sensation to drink and eat is being dampened by the sadness, which in most places, after a certain amount of times, if you're into mental health like I am, you'll quantitate it to either a form of depression or depression, and they call it like co-occurrence, like you're actually grieving, but the depression is because of the grief, not because it's depression. It's anyway. So basically, as a result, you're already sad, right? So you don't eat. But what happens is, when it's not a bunch of moving parts around you and a bunch of noise, and it gets quiet, food is the one thing you can pursue. Follow me now. If I'm wrong, somebody say it in the chat. Y'all can just say if I'm wrong. So when everybody leaves, you'll find yourself up late at night eating snacks. That food that they brought over, that potato salad, you'll find yourself getting a plate late at night. The chicken, the greens, or some people bring all them pies and cake. You'll find yourself at night up remembering the person you've lost, eating that food that all those people brought over and left after they've gone. The problem is that food will begin to soothe your feelings of grief. And so once time passes, you will still be eating at night for that grief. And for some of us, we end up doing it for years. Are y'all following me right now? Is this too deep? I don't see, it might be, let me get off her. It's late at night, and it's 8:30, it's 11:30 at night. I'm going to get off her and do my journaling. My niece is taking out her hair. I'm coloring my hair. So I'm going to, hi, Mary. Hi, hey, guys. Hey, XO Shop. XO Shop. I don't know how to say your name, but hi, you guys. Hey. Yeah, Queen, I ain't going to go into, you're not going to get into it deep. Let me just say this. I just want to say that one of the things I recently discovered, and I've been sharing with my clients that I'm working with on grief, is that I'm really having them write out memories of their lost one. What the reason why I'm having her do that is because I want her right now, when the pain is the greatest, to focus on all the positive. You see, because when we lose people, they had memories with us, babies. And what happens is, grief will only let you remember the sad. But you can change your journey in grief and remember the good, right? For many years, I would cry over my daughter's memory that passed away. So what I had to start doing is remembering all the little cute things she did before she passed. How she would crawl her way into my mom's room with her little butt. She would slide down out of the bed and calling her, y'all. She went number 9 months. Why are you in there making me have to get up, like making it hard on me? I'm already a teen mom. But that just showed me how strong that little girl was. How impactful and influential and self-driven she was gonna be. Like, I want to remember that. I want to remember the time I was so sleepy. We was on a bus and her polar head hit the little pole on the bus and it woke me up and I felt so bad as a mom, but I was only 13. And I remember that to this day because I remember being worried about her head. I went home and was like, Mommy, her head hit the pole on the bus. And my mama looked at her head and she said, Girl, you know what that baby said? It probably wasn't nothing. But because I was young and I didn't know, I was nervous. But even that's a memory. What's another memory? She was just such a fun, pretty baby. She always smelled good. I remember when she had colic before, so my sister Kim had to keep her when she had colic because I didn't know what I was doing. I was definitely too young. But that helped me remember her for good things, and I don't cry about it no more. I'm glad God gave me the time I had with her, even if I didn't understand all of it, I'm grateful that she made me a mom. She was my womb breaker, and I'm grateful for her, and I always will be. And yeah, that's all for me. Thank you, Terry. Terry, thank you so much, Love Bug. But I'll always be grateful, and always be grateful for you guys letting me share my truth. And I don't have to be anybody. Baby smell so good. That's what I remember about Kanisha herself. She had the smell. But back in the day, this is when they said powder was good. So I used to use the Johnson and Johnson aloe vera scented powder. Y'all remember that? That when Johnson and Johnson came out with the aloe vera scented powder, y'all remember? That's what I used on the baby. They used to tell us we had to put it under the neck if they had so the milk wouldn't get on her, and call it, what do they call it? Sour. Is it sour milk smell or sour neck? Which one is it when the milk get under there and the little baby little neck? So they tell you to put a little powder. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Is that too old school? Because that was in the 90s. It's too far back. Okay, never mind. You don't gotta correct me. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I show my real age. People think I'm young, so don't try to figure it out because you're gonna start digging in the clock. You're gonna start going back in time. You're gonna realize, yeah, don't go look now. Don't go look for something you don't want to find. Don't do that. Don't try to go do that and then be in my comments about some coach. I didn't know you was that old. Don't do that. Quit betting now. I done told y'all the baby smelled good. That's all y'all need to know. Shut the story time. God bless us. Okay. I love you guys. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And we do this again. What time we going live tomorrow? We go get her done what time? I have a 12 o'clock meeting. Okay, well. The baby still ain't got the braids out. Y'all feel so bad for her because she really struggling. I'm going to have to help her. That's really what I know. It's probably why she down because she know I help her if she acts frustrated or not. So I'm going to help her take her hair down so it can be down for the mom. Because she only got about 15 braids, but she been having 15 braids for about an hour now. Looks like you might have took out 4 braids in there. Don't be looking at me in that desolate face. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got no hair. I'm as bald-headed as a chicken.
But then you still think you can get braids.
I can get braids, and you keep coming for me about braids. I can get braids, Amy. My hair is down my back. No, Amy. Hold on, y'all, because she's not going to keep coming for me. Wait a minute. Hey, Ardina.
Guys, Miss K's.
No, I'm not. Look. Y'all, let me show y'all. Because she ain't going to keep coming for my hair. Watch. And don't you say nothing smart. You say some smart, you're going to get put on a punishment. I'm going to take yourself on. Yeah, your life said, so you can't say, and don't be signaling to them. Look how long my hair is. She's jealous. See, look, you can break this, Amy. See, look.
Compared to mine.
No. We are not comparison. You petty. See, why you gonna do that? Y'all see, y'all can't I get this braided, y'all? Can't I?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go old school, I think like your time when they went
that is not my time.
The 70s, yeah.
Amy, I was born in 78. The 70s was over. I'm an 80s baby. I was a kid in the 80s. No. I was a kid in the 80s, love. I was born in 78. I was 2 by the 80s. So I would have been a toddler in the 70s. So I would be an 80s baby because I was a baby in the 80s. right?
So what's
Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh, so I'm guessing the 8. So it's still your time. 'Cause I think that this thing came with the bump.
Why are you hating? You know what? You gonna quit coming from me and your mama. Your mom was born in 72. And I was born
She's a grandma.
And I was born in 78. So I don't understand why you keep coming for our time.
Because you guys are people.
But why do you keep feeling like y'all need to come hard on our time though? Like y'all, y'all walking around not even knowing your identity. At least we knew who we was.
I'm a she.
Right, Terry. Look how these babies drag us. Yep, she's an 80 baby. See, I'm an 80s baby. So what you trying to talk about? You trying to take me through the mud and I'm 80s. I'm rock and roll, baby.
I'm just
I love rock and roll.
Put
another dime in a jukebox, baby. That's the music we were starting to sing.
I'm just trying to find out what year
I don't know what that's called, but I feel like you're trying to say I should know though. That's what you're doing, Niece. What you're insinuating is because of my age, I should know what that style is saying. But that style just looks cray-cray.
She's a 50.
She's a 50. I'm a 50. So, Amy, you better not say nothing on this. I'm taking your phone words today. You disrespect. These are my friends. You see these women? They come to class every day. So they done been in your house and seen your house. You see? Look, this lady. These ladies is my clients.
That's the same person.
Yeah. No. Queen and Terry are not the same people.
No, you said this person. Those are the two same things.
Oh, I'm going to change. Queen and Terry are two different people. Queen, Terry. Hi, El Boogie.
Yep, you pointed to both of them. You pointed to both.
I know, I'm scrolling down because I'm trying to find the The bottom line is don't be talking about me and my friends. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it's 50s.
All my friends is in their 50s and 60s. You know that. I'm
just still trying to find out what year this is, though.
We're trying to tell you it's not our year.
Does anyone know what year this is?
But because you're trying to come for the old people, though. That's what's happening right now. You talk about us, our styles, our clothes, but at least
Whoa! I'm just talking about how old y'all are. I'm not saying y'all sense and style and stuff is bad. I'm just saying you guys are pretty old.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna win this argument today. I'm gonna put my comb down.
Yeah, just go color your hair.
I'm not gonna.
Because remember that one time when I saw the brown spot?
You know what? You're gonna quit coming for. Listen, this girl. Y'all see what I'm dealing with, man? This is for real in life over here. Let me tell y'all why I'm coloring my hair. So sometimes on Sundays, or if we having a family event, I will lay my hair down, like I slick it because my hair's kind of long now. So I'll slick it and like wave it. So my roots are coming in. This one says Miss Kenya, because remember there's an Auntie Kenya and a Miss Kenya. So my other sister's Kenya too. So they call her Auntie Kenya. They call me Miss Kenya. But
wait. She has something. See, it is your time, Miss Kenya. It is your time.
No, not that thing you have. That is not a fro. What are you trying to do? Some kind of hump?
Okay, what's a fro?
I have a fro. This is a fro. The levels.
I didn't do it. Hi, Jenny.
I see your face. What have you not? What is it? What is it?
What's what?
This is a fro. What are you trying to say?
I think it's called a bump it.
I don't know what the thing you did to your hair, but I know what my hair is. It's a fro. Ooh, y'all. How living wide open. Let me tell you something. I don't care who you go cook with. You can cook with Kaya, Keisha, Kamika, Tasha, and Jarika. But what I do know is true and certain that I have a fro, and I don't know what this thing is you got on your head trying to tell me it's from our time.
Saying this is
No, that is not a fro. This is a fro. Did you mean grow hair? Then your phone ain't even culturally sensitive. You don't even have a culturally sensitive telephone. Your telephone didn't even know what a fro was. It asked you, did you mean grow hair? This is my niece, y'all. She's on my neck right now, so I'm on hers. Now go on now, child. That thing, we didn't wear that thing, Amy. I'm telling you, that's not my time. What you're talking about is the 90s. I wasn't born in the 90s.
2008.
Exactly. You're talking about styles that are not my time. I'm old.
No, I feel like it's 50s.
No, it's not 50s. Why are you going to try to come for Miss Terry? Mama Terry.
No, because
Terry, why she trying to come for your generation? Did you,
Hey,
Terry?
Gwendella.
Gwendella, hi, baby. Terry, Terry, did you just say, well, I think that she said this hairstyle? She said, well, I think it's the 50s then. She says it's got to be the 50s. So since she didn't win that it was the 70s. Which,
see, this is close enough.
No, it's not, Amy. You can't. That is totally different.
It's from an olden time. I just know that. Maybe the 20s. Maybe the 20s.
Yeah, you must be on some old where they was jumping and jiggling, jiving or something. Because that's not. Because none of these age groups was jiving and jigging. Is that what you're talking about?
I hate.
See, that they don't teach history no more in school, do they? That's why you can't figure it out.
We're learning about Ghana, and it's so irrelevant. I don't even know why.
Well, that's why you don't know what year this hairstyle is, because they ain't teaching American history no more.
We learn
if
that
they
next
was teaching
year.
African American history and American history, you would learn what you would know that hairstyle came from.
We're learning about American history next year in 7th grade. We learn about.
You should already know it. Your brain is functioning. You can comprehend. They would have got that in 5th grade, but never. I digress. The school system don't even teach cursive. So God forbid they teach you your history.
We learned cursive in 3rd grade, and then they stopped midway. So we never learned it again.
Exactly. Okay. So why you trying to come for all my followers? Because all of my followers are over the age of 18. Why you trying to smash us in the head and call us all old? Y'all don't even know what country.
Touch with her?
Yes, Jasper. Jasper and Sarah. That's their names.
Don't love rock and roll.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Okay, then relax, child.
You still got to dye your brown hair.
You know what? Keep talking about my roots, Amy.